Okay. Hello. Hello. Just one thing I have to let you know right now. Just earlier OBS had an update, so I was like, okay, it's just updated as per usual and stuff, right? And then after it finished updating, I hit the start stream button on it, but then it told me that my installed driver wasn't like gonna work or anything, so they were like, please update driver. I was like, oh, okay. So I go ahead and do that. I get it updated and everything. I try and hit stream again. It said, sorry, not working. So I had to go back, go into the OBS settings, go into output, change the video encoder from hardware to software, and that's what I'm doing right now. It's working. But my concern is that even though the stream is working fine here, I'm not sure if it's gonna look fine. You know what I mean? So let me just check here. Let me just go on my phone and see. I'll just watch from my phone here. Okay. But yeah, today's stream is gonna be different. We're gonna be playing a different game. Not a game that's entirely new. It came out a few years ago, I think. 3 years ago. What's new on this channel? NieR Reincarnation, a mobile game, a gacha game. You know, there are people out there who just don't like gacha games and all that shit. I get it. I know why. I understand. But me, when I play gacha games, I don't do it for the gacha. I don't play it because I like the gacha. I play it because I like the music or the story or the characters or all of the above. And in this game, it's all of the above. Okay. Alright, doesn't look too bad. I am playing this through an emulator as well, so... Oh, and there's another thing too. There is an update for this game. It just came out recently. Earlier today, in fact. But apparently there's this issue, and it seems to only affect Android devices, where you would update the game, you try and go into the game, but it stays stuck at 20% while it's loading. So it's recommended to not update the game until there's like a notice about it being fixed and stuff. That's why I'm able to play right now, because I just didn't choose the update to update the app. What's new? Oh, right. So so for today, all I'm gonna do is just try and catch up to the main story here, and do a bunch of other shit, like hidden stories as well. Let's do the freeze summons here. Okay. On my phone it doesn't look too bad. happen. Well, we haven't gone into, like, gameplay yet, so we'll have to see then. We can just skip this. Four. Lots of banners. I want to get more copies of her. I only got her twice. Rip. Let me sell those. Another thing with me in this game is that I'm not like super hardcore in this game. Like, I don't like manually set up loadouts very often. I kind of just go with auto because I'm just that lazy. So when it comes to things like what do they call them? Recollections of Dusk here? Yeah, like, I just don't bother. As much as I really want to go through these and the story and shit for these, like, it's I feel like I don't want to, I just don't want to spend that much time doing my loadouts for it. Here, just as a test run to see how gameplay looks on stream. Let's do this. Also another thing too. For some reason on the emulator, it's like the brightness is kind of weird. Like, you see how dark this is? But then out here, right here is normal. For some reason, it's only when I'm in the loadout menu here that's like super dark. No idea why. Now, let's see how this looks. Hopefully it's not too laggy.
You should leave before I change my mind.
A bit. It's a bit laggy, yeah. At least compared to what I normally see on my mobile, on my phone when I play this game. A bit loud, eh? I'll fix up the volume here. Okay. Do want to go through main story, but we did do this. Oh. This is the story of a captain who commands an army platoon. There exist things that get passed down from one person to another. This is the story of one such instance of this. I guess I can quickly go through those. Okay. Not sure how long this stream will be. It might be shorter than usual. Because for the most part, all I'm really gonna do is like main story, this event story here, and hidden stories. That's about it, really. It's a little bit. It's a little bit framey. It's got a little bit of. Frame drops there and there. It is. I did set the emulator to 60 frames. But I have read that people get a better performance when you just set it to 30 frames. Oh, it's in Japanese. I thought I set this to English.
長い勃剣を構える少女に対し、姉は鞘に入ったナイフを持つだけ。明らかに少女に有利な状況は、二人の年齢差と軍人である姉との力量の差を補うものでした。行くぞ。そう言って勇んで勃剣を振り上げる少女。姉はそんな彼女を細めた目で見つめ、低い姿勢で地面を蹴ります。瞬く間に迫る姉に驚いた少女は必死で剣を振って身を守ろうとしますが、その献身はいとも簡単に払われてしまいます。ガラ空きになった少女の胸元を姉のナイフが狙いました。少女は紙一重で飛び去り、突きを放ちますが、姉は軽やかな動作で切っ先をかわします。そして次の瞬間、跳ね上げられた少女の勃剣が天高く舞いました。少女は思わず尻餅をつきます。長い勃剣と鞘に収まったナイフ。扱う武器の大きさに差があれば、少しは姉に歯が立つような気がしていました。けれど少女はあっけなく姉に敗北してしまったのです。追いつけず振り回されてばかりの稽古。それでも少女にとっては魅力的なものでした。姉のようになりたい。軍で華々しく戦いたいのです。尻餅をつく少女へ、姉はお日様のように笑って手を伸ばします。しかし少女の視線は伸ばされた手とは反対の手に握られた姉のナイフを見つめていました。そして少女はそれが欲しいとねだります。彼女にはそのナイフが勲章のようであり、また勝利の秘訣のように見えたのです。姉は思わず吹き出し、優しく塚をなぞります。これは仲間を守るためにある。簡単には譲れないな。照れたような誇るような表情。 そんな姉と過ごした眩しい日々はいつまでも少女の中に焼き付いています。それからしばらく経ってナイフは少女のものとなりました。名誉ある戦死を遂げた姉の代わりに。姉の死後から数年、いつか稽古をつけてくれた庭で少女は遺品のナイフを見つめます。胸に開いた大きな穴を一人で癒すことは不可能でした。けれども久しぶり、姉と同じ舞台にいた青年が朗らかな笑みを浮かべて訪ねてきました。思わず顔を輝かせ駆け寄る少女。姉の死後何かと気にかけてくれる青年を彼女は兄のように慕っていたのです。
I vaguely remember this event story. This is a repeat after all, but vaguely remember what happens. Let me double check with the settings here. Nothing against the Japanese voice acting, it's just that I'm so much more used to hearing the English. I started playing the game with the English voice acting, so... And I know there are people out there who think, you know, English dub, so much more shit than compared to Japanese subs. But it's really good. The English voice acting is really good. Huh, that's interesting. For some reason, it's in Japanese. Huh. Kinda weird. Wait.
I welcome men to my side, and then I bed them. That's just how it works.
Huh. Interesting. Guess that might be a bug, because I've had a similar thing happen before. Might just be a bug. Give me a second here. Sorry if the aspect ratio is kind of weird, or the resolution. Let me just turn down the frames back down to 30. I'm gonna have to restart it though. Okay, give me a moment. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. I have to restart it. Maybe this time. Well, it's 30 frames, so it's not gonna be too pleasing for some people, but yeah. I grew up playing video games on 30 frames, so it's like whatever to me. Yeah, it's loading. There we go. Square Enix Applebot. Dun, dun, dun. I'll also go back into the into the audio settings. I'll turn up the voice volume. Again, I'm someone that doesn't want too loud of a volume. I'm the kind of person that doesn't like loud very much.
Mama could really use a vacation.
Ah, see, it's in English. But the voice acting from the story was in Japanese. I don't mind it though. Put voice up. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go through this again. Just go through these.
Come.
Hang on. Turn this up then. And here, I'm gonna put this on high, maybe see how that looks. It's a little bit more pixelated, but that's fine. I'll just keep it on high. Doesn't look... It's not as slow or laggy as compared to when I play it on my phone. But it definitely looks nicer on PC here. Through the emulator, I mean. Which is another thing about this game too. It looks beautiful, like graphics wise, it's gorgeous, especially in the main story when you're walking around in the area and shit. I feel like it's such a waste for it to be a mobile game. I feel like it deserves to be like an actual fully fledged PC game or console game. Especially when it looks this good. Like, as it is now, I personally would give it like 8 out of 10. I absolutely adore this game. But if this game was like as like a PC game or a console game or something, it would go from 10 out of it would go from 8 out of 10 to like 10 out of 10.
Come, I'll cut you down. How annoying.
Dun, 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 dun. bum, 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 bum. Oh,
戦地で軍人の姉を失った少
oh,
女。
it's still in Japanese. That's interesting.
そんな彼女の支えになってくれたのは姉の同僚であった青年でした。
Was it like this originally when this event first came out? Sometimes I play this game without the volume increased, so I just like sit there and read in silence. So I wouldn't have known if this was originally supposed to be in Japanese.
家を訪ねてきてくれた彼を少女は紅茶でもてなします。
I feel like I should read this in English as well, just in case.
話すのはいつも姉のことばかり。
I'll just leave it as is.
明るく面倒見がよく舞台でも活躍していたと聞くたびに少女の憧れは募りました。 同時に理不尽な死だったという思いも。そして少女はこの日胸に秘めた炎を青年に打ち明けることにしました。兄のように慕う彼ならばきっと理解してくれるだろうと。軍に入って姉さんの仇を討つよ。しかし青年の顔はこわばります。きっと彼は反対するのだと少女は思いました。けれど何があってもこの決意は揺るがない、そう訴えるはずが、続く言葉は思いもよらぬものでした。お姉さんは僕のせいで死んだんだ。作戦中に独断行動をしたせいで僕が彼女を殺したようなものだ。
The music.
遺族のために何かしたいと尋ねていたこと、明るく素直な少女を傷つけたくなくて話すべき機会を逃してしまったこと、独善的とさえ思える言葉を彼はまっすぐに語りました。そんなこと少女はすぐに受け入れられるわけがありません。殴られたような衝撃はいつまでも残り頭の中をこだまします。思わず少女は席を立ちました。こぼれた紅茶が困惑の表情を映し出し瞬く間に冷めていきます。向かいに座る青年に一別も与えず彼女は帰ってと告げました。鍛錬用の器具やデクが並ぶ薄闇の部屋、姉のような軍人になるために、そして仇を討つために作られた自室が伽藍堂の心を迎えます。まさか姉を死に追いやった相手から思い出話を聞いていたなんて。ふつふつと湧き上がる怒り、ギラついたナイフが憎悪に歪む顔を映します。なぜ姉は死なねばならなかったのか。すべての責任は彼にあるのではないか。血のにじむような鍛錬を助けた器具やデクを前にしても遺品のナイフは答えません。語らぬ刃を少女はデクに突き立てました。何度も何度も癒えることのない憎しみをナイフに託し、誰かの死を望むように。
That's another thing with this game. The story, the little stories here, whether it's the event stuff or the hidden stories, the character quest stuff, just a lot of them dark, tragic, heavy stuff. Especially this one character story. Her story almost made me cry, man. Okay, when they do the story again for this, I'll read it too. I'll read it out loud too in English.
There.
Since it is in Japanese, why not read it in both? Why not read it, have it in both Japanese and English? Okay, it looks fine. The stream looks fine for me. On my phone, at least. So, don't need to keep a constant eye over it. But that's just for this game. I'm gonna have to run a test or two when it comes to things like Final Fantasy XIV and Borderlands. Especially since tomorrow I'm streaming FF14. Because if it's not going to work out, if the software setting isn't going to be good, then I might be in a bit of a pickle. Sweet. We'll just go through normal mode for this one. Then when it's on hard mode, very hard mode, and EX mode, I'll just do that in my own free time. Since going through all of that will take a while. After all, I want to catch up with the story.
Come.
Record. Ritual Reverie Part 3.
姉が死んだのは同僚の青年が起こした独断行動のせい。
Her sister died because the man in her unit selfishly acted outside of orders.
少女が知ったあの日から季節は巡りました。
Seasons pass since this revelation.
街を行進する軍人たち。
The army marches through the city.
つつましくも勇ましい兵士のパレードは彼らに守られた人々に勇気を与えます。
The humble yet valiant parade grants courage to those they protect.
象形の眼差しに包まれ堂々と進む一団。
The people look on with adoration as the soldiers boldly march.
後列の青年もまた誇らしい部下たちと道を歩み続けていましたが、
The young man in the back row proudly walks through the streets with his subordinates.
不審者が現れたのでしょうか。
But it seems there's an intruder.
沿道に配備された警備兵たちが騒ぎ出します。
Guards stationed near the side street grow agitated.
応援に集まる黒山の人だかり。
A large crowd has gathered to support the parade.
そこから飛び出したのはあの少女でした。
Bursting out among them is none other than the girl.
警備兵の重心を鞘に入ったナイフで跳ね上げ、抜かれそうな剣をかかとで封じ、数の利など何の意味もありません。
She knocks away the guards' guns with her sheathed knife, using her heel to stop them from drawing their swords. Though they have power in numbers, she is unstoppable.
彼女はまっすぐに伸びる数十人の腕をかいくぐると、誰よりも軽やかな身のこなしで青年の前へ踊り出たのです。
Dodging her way through a sea of outstretched arms with the lightest bearing, she lunges toward the young man.
迎撃態勢を取ろうとする部隊より早く、少女はギラついたナイフを抜きました。
Here, I'll just read it. Rather than reading one line after another, I'll just read it all in one go.
姉さんの仇だ。
But then again, I don't know when it's actually going to move on to the next slide, so I'll just continue how I've been doing it as per usual. Before the unit can assume an interception formation, the girl draws the gleaming knife. This is for my sister.
突きつけられる怒りの刃。
She thrusts her fierce blade at him.
しかし青年は身じろぎ一つしません。
But he does not flinch.
湖面のような静かな瞳で彼女を見つめ返します。
His eyes, still as the surface of a lake, stare back at her.
まるで美しい刃を受け入れるかのように。
It's as though he accepts the beautiful blade.
動揺した少女の指が握る柄が震えます。
The girl's fingers and the handle in her hands tremble.
あと少しで刃が青年の体に届くというところで、少女はそれ以上手を動かすことができなくなったのです。
The tip of the knife stops just short of the man's body. She can no longer move her hands.
青年はナイフを一別すると、わずかに眉を潜めました。
The man looks down at the knife, his brow furrowed.
このナイフに何度も守られたのに、僕は。
Time and again, this knife protected me. I.
よみがえる姉の言葉。
Her sister's words come back to her.
これは仲間を守るためにある。
This knife is for protecting my allies.
ねだっても譲ってくれなかった輝く勲章。
The shining badge she always coveted.
彼女が守りたかったもの。それこそが。
Who was it her sister wanted to protect?
追憶は唐突に弾けます。
The girl is quickly pulled from her recollections.
警備兵に肩をつかまれた少女は引きずり倒されそうになりました。その時、
Unsteady on her feet, guards grab her by the shoulders and attempt to drag her away. However,
大丈夫、知り合いだ。
It's okay. She's a friend.
戸惑う彼女に考えるいとまも与えず、彼はそっと小さな背負をしました。
He reaches out to place a hand on the bewildered girl's small frame.
パレードの外へ、関わりのないところへ。
He leads her out of the parade to somewhere more quiet.
気をつけて帰りなさい。
Get home safe.
あの頃のまま、優しい声で。
His voice is every bit as compassionate as it used to be. Captain Craven. I don't know how they do it, man. How they manage to make almost, not almost, all of these characters to have such a sad sort of backstory or history to them. Or dark, or something, or like a dark backstory. Well, I don't know the... Like I said, I'm trying to... I want to catch up with the story, with the main story. So not every character I know their backstory. Well, it's not like I know it in... it's not like I know it detail for detail. Just a few more to go. And then we'll get to part 4 of it.
I'll cut you down.
Oh, excuse me. You know, I love this. As I said earlier, I simply just adore this game. Like, I really, really, really like this game. It's sad to hear that it's gonna end service, I think, next month.
You should leave before I change my mind. Come.
So, for me, as of... 2 things I did as a form of, like, remembrance of this game. First thing I did was in FF14, where they have the Mama Automaton minion, where you had the little ghost named Mama follow you around and shit. Been keeping her out as my minion in FF14 for about a month or 2 now. And then another thing I did was buy 3... I ordered 3 OST CDs of the game.
少女がパレード中の青年を襲撃した事件。それは少女は青年の熱心なファンだったという噂にとどまり、大ごとにはなりませんでした。
The girl attacked a soldier in the middle of the parade. Rumors of a passionate fan getting a little too close and personal are quickly forgotten.
そして季節は巡ります。
Seasons pass.
すべてを押し流すような土砂降りの雨。
Torrential rain batters the streets and rooftops.
あいにくの天気の中、入隊式が行われていました。
The induction ceremony takes place under poor weather.
隊長である青年に名前を読み上げられた新隊員たちは、雨の轟音にも負けず、声を張り上げます。
The young man, the captain, reads out the names of fresh recruits. They each respond with a hearty "Sir" over the deafening downpour.
その中には、あの少女の姿もありました。
Among the recruits is the girl.
青年は彼女の鋭い視線を受け止めた後に、覚悟したように目を閉じました。
Her gaze is intense. The young man closes his eyes as though steeling himself.
式を終えても雨は降り続いていました。
Even after the ceremony, the rain does not abate.
いつかを追憶するように外を眺める青年。
The young man gazes outside, recalling days past.
その体に刃が突きつけられます。
The blade of a knife is thrust toward him.
やはりあの少女でした。
He knows right away who wields it.
まるで驚かない青年に少女の苛立ちは募ります。
His lack of surprise only fuels the girl's anger.
しかし、どうしても伝えなければなりません。
But she has something to tell him.
軍学校で彼について調べ上げたこと。
She looked into him during her time at military school.
隊長のくせに弱腰で、多くの撤退命令を出していることから、臆病者と揶揄されていること。
Despite his rank, he's widely known as a spineless leader who has issued more retreat orders than any other, earning him the nickname Captain Craven.
けれど、それは仲間を死なせないための策。
But his careful calls keep his company safe from harm.
青年とならば、どんな戦地にでも赴く。
Many a soldier willingly ventures into battle with him.
そういう仲間がたくさんいるとも。
He always sees to their safety.
握りしめたナイフを震わせながら、少女は青年を眠め上げます。
The knife trembles in the girl's hands as she glares up at him.
忘れるな。今のお前は姉さんたちの屍の上に立っていることを。
You stand upon the corpses of my sister and her allies. Don't forget it.
溢れそうになる悔しさを押し殺し、少女は刃を下ろしました。
She swallows her flood of rancor and lowers her blade.
そのかすかなおえつが届いたのでしょうか。
Perhaps her faint sob reached him.
思い詰めた顔で青年はうなずきます。
With a pensive look, the man nods.
けれど、どんなに真摯な態度でも、
But no matter his sincerity,
どんなに温かな時間を過ごしたとしても、
no matter the warm times they shared,
あの眩しくて優しくて憧れだった姉を死なせた人を許せるでしょうか。
would she ever forgive the man who let her radiant, compassionate sister die?
いつかあの日のような晴れやかな心が戻る日が来て、悲しみが癒えることはあるのでしょうか。
Will the day ever come when the girl's sadness recedes?
降り続く雨に果てがあると信じられるでしょうか。
Will there ever be an end to the torrential rain?
答えのありかはわかりません。
She cannot say.
手の中にあるナイフは重く、 少女にはまだ大きいのです。
The knife she holds is heavy, too big for her small hands.
それでも姉が仲間を守るために使った刃を妹の自分が憎しみの血で汚すことの方が許されないことのように思えたから。
But if she ever sullies it, this weapon meant to protect her sister's allies, with the blood of her hatred, she knows she'll never forgive herself.
少女は前を向こうと決めました。
So she presses on. 2.5-year anniversary. So yeah, if you're unaware, if you're someone who doesn't play this fucking game, one thing, you're missing out. Secondly, they're just rerunning previous anniversary events because this was their this is their 3rd anniversary, I believe. Well, the rewards and whatnot for the 3rd anniversary have already passed about like a year, not a year, a week or two ago, a week and a half ago. There we go. All right. Let's here. Let's just collect this. Yeah. I'll do like hard mode, very hard mode, EX hard on my own during my own free time. For now, we're just gonna continue with the main.
I suppose we should return to the cage.
Oh yeah, I believe I got one of the hidden stories unlocked here. Maybe? One of the conditions to getting it unlocked was to send 300 friend requests. And that's why my friend list is like near the cap. I just kept on sending friend requests to people. Flying Mama. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this game when it goes when it ends service, man. I'm really gonna miss it. I really hope they at least keep it around just as like offline, just for offline mode or something. So let me double check with the hidden stories here. Oh, it is cleared. Nice. Let's just check this out then. All the way over there, eh? And then other ones will open too. So I guess I'm might as well get those done.
The next restoration will be tonight's last, so let's pick up the pace.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Oh God, why is it so
I must
slow?
say, I've never met a human who saw weapon memories as dreams.
Oh, why is it so slow like this?
So I'm weird?
Of course not. You are a most valuable client. Yes, that's it.
Oh, why is it so slow? Really chucking.
What does eating dreams feel like, Mr. Monster? Are they yummy? I'm sorry if they're not.
Precious. Vonnie is edgy. EoS too precious. Alright, where is this?
Oh, we're in the home stretch now. Let's go.
Where's this hidden story?
Good luck, Mr. Monster.
There it is. Oh. Alright, let's take a look at this. What's this one all about? 130 hidden stories collected. Holy. Downloading. Extracting file. Hidden stories. Prisoner's excerpt, enthralling love. A prisoner who fights flowers for revenge. Wow, that story was like a movie, huh? I mean, he seeks revenge for love, and he falls into the pits of the abyss for love too. Human love sure is a strange thing. No matter how strong or smart someone is, love dulls their judgment and clouds their outlook. It's almost like a poison that slowly eats them away from the inside, right? But what makes the man so incredible is how he can get drunk off that poison. Some may think that foolish, but I quite like it. Heck, you know me. I adore pure humans like him. Maybe it's the fact that it's on high. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it's so... Hunter's excerpt number 5. This is chapter 2. Oh shit. Clear floor 10 dungeon. Officer's memories with Gale. Sure. Tenth floor. Do I even have a dark Gale? Again, I'm not going to take the time to just manually set up these parties, so I'm just going to do auto. That. Gale. I do. New Year's Hunter. I'll just auto the weapons too. There we go. What? Yeah, a little bit laggy. Might have to restart it again. Like, I might have to, like, double check with the Bluestacks settings again. I said it in the description for the stream, but I tried using NoxPlayer, but it just kept on. But whenever I tried to download the game through NoxPlayer, or on NoxPlayer, it kept on saying it was incompatible. And I didn't want to spend time going through each and every fucking device that NoxPlayer was offering just to see if I can download it or not. So I went with Bluestacks. Like, it looks fine, but when it comes to frames, it's just not that great. And it's super slow. Like, right now, this is supposed to be double speed. it certainly doesn't look like it.
I've got enough depth for everyone.
I did set it up where I went to the Bluestacks settings too. I set it up where the core setting and then the memory setting as well. For the cores I put it to 7, the memory I put it to like near, what is it? 6 gigabytes? Still not enough. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix it up again. I might just change it back to 60 frames. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. When I was playing this the other night, it was fine. It wasn't super slow or anything, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the fact that I updated my drivers. Oh, jeez. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I just have OBS open. It's not like OBS does anything substantial. Okay. Give me a moment here. I'm just gonna restart it again. Yeah, I don't know why it's so hella slow. Yeah, restart now. Okay. Hang on a second. Huh? Oh, there we go. I don't have anything else that's open that would cause it to be so slow. I could try a different emulator. I could try LD Player, I think it's called. But from what I've read, people were saying that LD Player isn't any better, or at least what I've read. Most people have said that from what I've seen. There's no perfect one. Again, I really wish this was like PC game, or if this game had its own like launcher or something, kind of like what NieR has. Or if it was available on Steam like Bleach, Brave Souls. A little too late to ask for that now. Okay. At the way end. You know, the thing with this game, a lot of people consider this to be the third NieR game. Oh, that's much better. Because there is a few things in here that does make this
What?
canon.
That was...
See, this is what I mean. Look how gorgeous this looks. A mobile game. Like, look at this.
Looks like that monster ran off somewhere.
And the cutscenes. And there was
the
like...
next memory we find will be the last.
They do have
for this
cutscenes
part
in
of
this
the
game too. Only a few.
We're almost there, child. Just keep going.
They look great as well. Honestly, when it comes to like cutscene and or cinematics and shit, Square Enix really nails that shit down. And there's a cursed god in the background there. Even for a mobile game, look at this. Password. Access granted. File analysis downloading. Download complete. Extracting file. Extraction complete. Hunter's excerpt. Half a hunter's life. Alright, let's leave our review there for today. Okay, sure. Good idea. When's the next one? Not a problem. If I may? Yes? What is it? So I understand she gave her life for revenge, but that wasn't all it was about. Go on, please. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Well, a lot of people pass through her life. That's true. Her record is much longer than most, making analysis difficult. And of course, she made mistakes along the way, but she slowly grew because of it. Precisely. But let's leave our judgments until we watch to the end of the record. But we're the only ones who can watch her journey. Thank you for pointing this out. We need to take this seriously, or blah, 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 blah. Error. Insufficient memory. So people, again, who don't know what this game is about or what it is, this entire place we're in is called the Cage, and it kind of works as like a sort of like a library of memories of people from different from like different worlds or universes or different lifetimes or whatever. Some people's stories and memories are connected to one another because they're in the same world. Like the characters involved in chapter 1 and 2, I believe, are connected. I think 3 as well. 30 daily quests. So that's why they say record and analysis and all that stuff, because they're looking into these people's memories, studying them, analyzing. Was it 30 daily quests? Yeah, we'll just do this. There we go. Ooh, verse of truth, eh? That's for exalting, isn't it? who shall we exalt? Who else do I like? I really like Noelle. Yeah, we'll go Noelle. Yeah, so the characters whose stories I don't know is Songstress, I forget her name. Ness Udie, Udil, something like that. Hina. His name starts with T, I think. And then 10H. What's this guy's name? Oh, it's T. Yuzuki, that's his name. Sarafa, Udil, Yurie, Marie, okay. And this is 10H. Yeah, so these three are in the same world. I believe these two are in the same world as well, honestly. Because I remember one summer event. Could be wrong. I could be misremembering though. Lavania's on his own, doing his own thing. These two are in one world. These two are in a world. She's on her. I think she's on her own. She's on her own, I believe. These two. I think these two in the same world. These two as well. It seems like these two as well, and she's just her own thing as two. Alright. A bunch of other hidden stories to pick up. Excuse me. Oh, had a late night last night, so I'm yawning a bit here. Now, we'll leave those items to pile up. Yeah, hearing the bells and the chimes keep making me think of Dragon Guard. Whenever I hear this OST. Dum, ba-da-da-dum.
Good luck.
Let's see what they have to say about Lars. The soldier. Child of revenge. Carrier. Alright, time for handoff. Substitute. Boy. Revenge. Carrier. I see. A boy soldier entrapped by feelings of revenge, is it? Why? Uncooperative and brutish, you say. Always arguing with someone, but scared. Acts to. He acts to hide his past cowardice. Yes, of course. A tale all this time. Kind. Yet he shows his kind side every now and again. Freeze. Bugs. Feeds. Cats. He even sets lost bugs free and feeds stray cats. Well, doesn't that just beat the band? Squad. Him. And every member of the squad adores him. Goodness. Were he not born into an age of war, he might have been but a regular boy. Up. Again, chum? Couldn't quite hear you there. Up. What? There's a part of the boy's hair that's always pointing up, you say? Oh, Theo's. Dynast memories with Theo in your loadout. Dynast memory. 10th floor, wind. One thing I will say though, that is still the same even from my phone when I play this. When it comes to navigating through the menus and whatnot, it's very sluggish. It's slow. Do I have a wind, Theo? Just one. Oh, summer Theo. She's using her those specific weapon, her summer girl specific weapons. Okay, cool. She doesn't need to clear it once. And do you ever go through like Task Manager and you just see random like processes opening that aren't supposed to be open? For some reason, I saw films and TV app opened. Like, what the hell? Akeha is so cool.
I hope we can do this.
I'll cut you down.
Yeah. Back in prologue. Whoa. At the way back, eh? Oh, do we have to go through the... Oh, we do. Have to go through the dialogue and stuff. Yeah, we gotta go through this again. Thus do I remain in the cage. The dark sage's
Massive stone towers pierce an empty sky.
Soliloquy.
This enormous structure is called the cage. In its shadow, a lone girl walks with purpose. And she will not leave until she has what she desires.
I love this look too, it's so nice. Produced by Square Enix. Again, it makes me sad to know that this game is gonna end service soon. Developed by Applebot. It's a really nice game. Creative director Yoko Taro. Oh, this song! I love this song. Main character design Akihiko Yoshida. Masterpiece as always. I could skip this. I've seen it before already, but this music. Yuki Yokoyama. Again, this should have just been like a PC console game or something, man. Such a good song. This music is so good. Oh, I'm gonna miss this game a lot. I'm gonna really miss this game. I just want to get to the hidden story. It's at the way end. I just love how each of these NieR games always has like the black and white colors, the monochrome shit. Love it. In fact, it was because of NieR, specifically NieR Automata, that I started really getting into the whole black and white color schemes. And after watching through like Bleach multiple times and watching films for Bleach, reading the manga for Bleach, Bleach further like increased my love and appreciation for this sort of color scheme. But NieR was the first to make me into it, get me into it.
Well, look who's finally up. Oh dear. So you did lose your voice after all.
I'll turn the music volume down again. Still, it is actually kind of loud.
Don't worry. Mama's here to help.
Oh. They recently had a live stream too for this game. And the voice actress for Mama, the Japanese voice actress, too.
But I'm sure you already know that.
I couldn't understand what she was saying, but she was very emotional during one of the segments.
You've lost so much, but the time has come to reclaim it.
I'm assuming
Life
it's
will be much harder if you can't speak after all.
I'm assuming it's
These stairs
something to do with
are
this
the
game
entrance to
ending
your
service.
prison, a place known as the Cage.
Yeah, I just wanted to get this. Angelic sacrifice. Oh, what the hell? If I were to describe her in a word, it would be angelic. Yes, that's it. Seems you ain't been acquainted with her more devilish side yet. Society can be so cruel. How could they possibly sacrifice a blameless child? Same cruel society is always sacrificing my poor salary, too. Still, I believe her fate changed when she met the monster. My fate changed when I met my wife, in many meanings of the word. Hey-oh. Goodness, you're interfering, and you are an... Goodness, but you are an irritating creature. Ow. Hey, don't pinch me like that. Ow. The girl never lost her kindness, even in the face of needless malice. But though that kindness was not enough to bring her salvation, it saved him, and he brought salvation to her heart. In this feedback loop of benevolence, she became herself anew. Yeah! Oh my, you managed to escape my grasp. Give me a goddamn break already, lady. Language! That poor girl would be sad to hear such things from your carrier. After all, she adores you. Yeah, carrier, not the... What the fuck? Another one? 3 arena matches? Ugh. Wait, how am I supposed to get... Oh no, how am I supposed to get to the... Wait. Maybe if I... Maybe if I go back to the... No, maybe if I go back to the main menu somehow? I guess if I go back to the main menu... Let me try this. I don't know if it'll put me back into that same spot. Or if it'll take me into the menu. Another one popped up. That's a bit tedious, but whatever. Hang on. There we go. Ugh. Oh, I really have to like... Oh, I see. Oh shit. I can't go from there, huh? So I really have to go through this. We might have to go through that entire segment again. Oh, this is the little cutscene thing. Cinematic. Oh, it's loud. It's really loud.
It's a truly massive structure.
Here, I'll turn it down a bit.
Where you woke up, and this sandy area here, are just small parts of it.
This is the opening trailer for the game.
This place is called the cage?
And now, the moment you've been waiting
Like
for.
I believe
Dream
before the game
How
released.
annoying.
We all live under someone else's command. Our bodies
I don't
and
remember.
emotions are not free.
But
One often lacks the will to choose from
but
the
man, I
remaining
remember
options.
watching this
These
trailer for the first time.
they're all real. But my reality
I thought it was so beautiful.
I just
Like,
wanted
look at that.
happiness.
I thought it looked really cool and
Normal
everything.
happiness.
Man, this song hits so much more different, knowing that end of service is coming.
Freedom, in the truest meaning of the word, never existed to begin
We
with.
don't have time to deal with gods right now. I am a different man now.
It's something I want to do.
I won't stop until I've destroyed them all. Sear this into your
Man.
I
mind.
can destroy the flowers with
What
this.
is your anger meant for?
I'll kill them all.
Let's go. We have a final fragment to reclaim.
Oh, I'm gonna miss this game so much. I wish it didn't end service. No. Legit, I might like genuinely cry when the day comes it ends service, man. I might genuinely cry. Or at the very least, tear up. Thanks for reading this, if you'd. Something. Here, I'll turn down the music volume again. Again, volume is always such a wacky thing to deal with in games. At least when it comes to streaming. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Again, I'm very casual for this with this game. So when it comes to the high-end difficulty stuff, I don't really do them very much. And when it comes to PvP, I don't do it very much either. The only reason why I have a 34 win streak right now is because I was doing Arena for the hidden story stuff. I'm not a PvP kind of guy. I really am not. When I was younger, sure, playing freaking Call of Duty and shit. But then I realized PvP is toxic. And I don't want to be toxic. So I stay away from most PvP things. I think the only other game that I do PvP in, I think there's only two other, okay, well 3. This one, but again, I only ever do it for hidden story conditions. There's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, but I do PvP only for the rewards, not because I enjoy it.
Let's press on through.
Oh god, it's laggy. Why is it so laggy? Why is it like this? Holy shit, why is it like this? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Holy hell. It just made like it just did a complete 180 on me. I don't like how it needs to take up a lot just for it to run like even remotely smoothly. Do I have to fucking change the settings again? And OBS is... So he's completely fine in menu, but then when gameplay actually fucking starts. Just 2 more to go through. What was I saying? Oh yeah, PvP and shit. I only do it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because just for rewards. I don't give a like, I don't actually enjoy the PvP in Yu-Gi-Oh! Very much. It's such a pain in the ass. Because people always do the same meta shit. It's not fun. And then I also do PvP in Nikkei, but I only ever do that because it's daily shit. Just for daily rewards and shit. I don't like PvP in that game either. It's kind of it's the same reason for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because meta shit. And I don't like meta.
Let's press on through.
Oh, there we go. That's slightly better. Oh, what the hell? It was in the wall. Alright, one more. Get this hidden story. Alright, one more. Let's just get it quick.
Let's press on through.
Why is it so slow like this? Sometimes I just don't know what to do with Bluestacks settings, man. Here, I'm gonna change up the settings again? But I highly doubt it's gonna make it any better. This is why I don't really like emulators, man. At least emulators for like mobile games. Because sometimes they just don't seem to perform all that great. Okay, well, that's a little unfair for me to say. I guess it depends on what the game you're trying to play is. In this case, NieR. Try this again. Hang on. Okay, let me just put it down to this instead. Maybe... Maybe if I do this instead. I don't think it's gonna be any better though. So all I did was change the amount of the cores and memory it's using for the performance, CPU allocation and memory allocation. I changed it from, for the CPU allocation, I changed it from 7 back down to 4, and the memory allocation, like 6 gigs back down to 4 gigs. I don't think that's gonna make it any better, but we will see. In fact, it's probably gonna make it worse. Again, it was fine before. Oh great, now it's not even showing the frickin'... There we go. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna grab myself, have myself a little snack here. Yeah. Oh, hang on. There's treasure over here.
Goodness, look at these rivers of sand. I wonder how such a thing came to pass.
I'll go through this again. I'll just skip through it.
Make sure you don't get any grit in your eyes.
Here, I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
Massive stone towers pierce, and this enormous structure is... Well, look who's finally up.
Okay. Sorry. I'm back. I was busy
Oh,
chewing and
dear.
eating, so.
So you did lose your voice after all. Don't worry. Mama's here to help.
Wash it down with some water here. If you must
This
know,
way.
I have myself a protein bar. Okay.
You've lost more than just your voice.
There's the other hidden story.
I'm sure you already know that, don't you? You've lost so much, but the time has come to reclaim it. Life will be much harder if you can't speak after all. These stairs are the entrance to your prison, a place known as the Cage.
There we go. No, this one's gonna be on Livonia. The monster's instincts. The dream-eating monster is a species that instinctually devours dreams in an attempt to secure a human form. This particular monster, however, chose to turn the girl back into a human rather than keeping the form for himself. Then he's acting against his instincts? How kind! It must be love. Goodness, but those two are such a bother. Carrier always speaks in such a condescending manner, while his substitute just mumbles under his breath. I know. If Mama can't say anything nice about them, perhaps I shouldn't say anything at all. Still, I found our conversation so unpleasant. Why do these humans want to become Why do these monsters want to become humans anyway? Human anyway. I mean, they're sturdy enough as is. Far more admirable creatures than those human meat bags. How can you say such things, considering all the knowledge you have on the matter? Oh, but I don't know as much as you, my dear. Perhaps you'd be willing to teach me more about them, hmm? Teach more. Well, how can I say no to that face? Carrier is right. I know far more about the monsters, which is why I understand just how much of a miracle his sacrifice is, and how close to destiny it flies. Not that Mama would teach that rapscallion a single thing. Good Mama. Good Mama. Now we gotta go back through here. And then we'll be out of prologue. Oh, cutscene again. This again. No, I'll skip it. The cage traversed. There are various locations within the cage and countless pathways that link such places together. Is there something to be found at the end of these paths, or do they inexorably lead to oblivion? Let me just get all hidden stories I can currently get. And then we'll continue with the main. No, it's taken me up to fucking 2 hours just to do this. Item shop 50 times for Noel. Noel's excerpt, okay. I'll just buy a bunch. There we go. Back to map. Go to Noel here. The very end again. Current event. The event quest record. Happy Home is now playable. Gather event exclusive medals and exchange them for unique rewards. Another thing about this game that I have a complaint about is that they release far too many event quests. Oh geez, like a lot of event quests.
You're almost there, Mr. Monster.
Ugh. Come on, Theo.
gonna be really happy when your wish comes true.
Oh. So loud.
Yeah. Cause when you're happy, I'm happy. And then we're all happy together. That's what it is anyway.
EoS too precious for this world, man. And all the terrible shit she went through with her life, and she still remains to be a cheerful and joyful person. Too precious. That's so loud. $135. The weapons travels. A girl lived in a house with her parents, one where the garden was visible from the window. In this garden sat a small shed and brilliant flowers. It was a simple sight, yet beautiful, but now it is only a place of memory, a place to which her long-dead sister desires to return. The sister has taken on the burden of her elder sister's final wish and set off on a long journey. It has been a difficult trial indeed, for she has no leads and no one to rely on. But now, guided by scant clues, she finds herself growing ever closer to this place. But though I believe she will find her way here, I cannot say for certain if this is a good thing. All the girl wants is to make her sister's dreams come true. She thinks of nothing else, not even her own situation. What will she have left once her journey is over? Oh, but that question worries Mama. Is there any more? Exile. 50 quests. Eesh. I'll just go to subquests here, and then I'll just go do Happy Home. 50 times, eh? She leveled up. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of character EXP. A lot of it was spent. 2 more verses of truth, eh? Yeah, sure, why not? Give them to Noelle. Cool. Go all the way back to chapter 1 here. Oh, that's a long way to walk. Unnecessarily loud. Today's snack 3. Today we recommend the baked apple. Eat it warm right out of the oven and bask in the irresistibly fragrant scent. I'm about to save like all of those little like today's snack notes there for myself. So pretty.
Goodness, this place is
Oh, sorry, Mama.
nothing but stairs. I hope your little legs are okay. Still, I suppose it does allow us to see some rather lovely views.
Mobile game. This is a mobile game. And it looks so good.
Be sure to rest whenever you start to feel tired, child. Someone once said resting is the shortcut to success after all.
Mama's so nice. She's so caring.
It's so bright here. Ah, there's the fourth one. We should be able to enter the final memory here.
I wish the minion in FF14, the Mama Automaton minion, does more than just like how to like hover up and down as like her animation. I wish she did more. I wish you could actually see her use her arms. Throne in the Sky. Oh, you want to know more about him? He was born the eldest son and first prince of a royal family. When he was young, his father started a war, but he was a kind boy who found this hard to accept. I hear he wanted to preserve peace for the people, so he turned his back on his country. Isn't it nice he got to choose a life for himself? Sadly, he took after his sickly mother. His physical condition, coupled with his kind pacifist disposition, made him unpopular with ministers, soldiers, and his own father. Even the citizens occasionally besmirched him, asking him to stop blindly believing the good of people's hearts. But even with all that, Mama thinks his thoughts and words saved a great many people, if he ever became king. No. It's because he never became a king that he was who he was. Walk a kilometer. Huh. Why? Okay, well, we'll just take this opportunity to just continue with the main then. We'll get the 1 kilometer in this eventually. How do I guess I have to go through Mama's room. I'll get the 1 kilometer while we go through main.
Mama にはいろんな心配事があるのよ。
That's actually the bug I was talking about way earlier in the stream. Where sometimes, even though the setting's on English, sometimes it would.
I suppose we should return to the cage.
Sometimes it would switch between the two languages, which is kind of weird. But it's whatever. I don't really care much about it. The monster's desire. Those of the species instinctually steal and consume human dreams in the hope they might one day become human themselves. But is that a means to an end, or an end unto itself? Unto itself. There's a number of chapters for me to go through here. Alright, here we go.
What's that smell?
Smells like rusted iron to me.
Oh, come on. A dead end already?
Papa's got this one. Whoopsie daisy. Well, this is a humdinger of a deal. The lever's rusted in place.
That's what I mean with the arms. Nicely done.
Whew. Their old papa's still got it.
Yeah, barely.
Come on, Ina.
Well, would you look at that? We got
Whoa.
waterfalls and lots of them big wheel thingies.
It's awfully cold here.
You come snuggle next to Papa then. I'll keep you warm.
I should have brought a coat.
Now, here's the first one. This is on Marie.
Well, here's our first dark scarecrow. Let's hop to it, eh? Just restore the past recorded in the scarecrow to get your soul fragment.
I wonder what I'll see this time.
I think the story with Marie is that she's... What was it? She's an AI or something? I could be wrong. All I know is all I know is that she's a singer. Her story's set in like a sort of cyber world, cyberpunk, like a futuristic. One vow, the pure songstress.
In a distant and technologically advanced world, the stage is set for an idol's live performance. This wildly popular, yet enigmatic singer is due to release her newest creation.
Here it comes. I can't wait. I wonder what her new song is like. Huh? Oh no, am I about to play a rhythm game?
As she appears before the audience, the first notes of a melody hum through the air. Her powerful voice soars across the crowd.
I can't do two. I'm using a mouse, not my two thumbs. Try and do it to the beat though. Shit, I missed the last one. I could set it, I could use like the keyboard controls and stuff, but like I'd have to reconfigure it myself.
Their troubles, their worries, and for a moment permit themselves to simply be.
So it's like I'm playing with just literally one finger.
Is so great, it seems as if the crowd will lift up and float away.
Didn't think I'd be playing a rhythm game.
As the girl on stage finishes her performance, she speaks to the rapturous crowd. She begins telling them about all of the emotions she had poured into her new song.
Oh.
But before she can finish, a group of angry men shove their way onto the stage. The girl flinches beneath their sharp gazes as they begin to angrily berate her. What good is music when we're at war, they cry.
See, that I didn't know. I didn't know that in her world there was a war going on. Oh wait, no. Never mind. Yuria is in the same world as her. I remember from one of the stories with Yuri, they mentioned something about a war. I think.
Clear the way.
Also, I like how the person narrating is the character that the story is that the chapter is focused on. Like Marie's, the voice actor for Marie is the one narrating. I like that. Nicely done. A lot of these characters have either white hair and black hair. White clothing and black clothing.
The men hurl insults in her direction as they move toward her inch by menacing inch. You foolish girl. You simpleton. You have no idea of what's really going on. She does not respond. She cannot. And when they are finally within arm's reach, they lash out in anger. But the idol vanishes. All that remains are a pair of words. Log out. For theirs is an online world that exists in virtual reality. And with no one left to host the event, the concert ends on a note of confusion.
Oh, it's just an online world in VR, I see. I could have sworn, I think it was one of the event stories. I could have sworn that, like, said that she was like an AI or something. Like the event story I'm thinking of, like it was focused on a guy that was like really obsessed with her. And that he was trying to like look for every single little bit of detail on her. Because he was like a journalist or some shit. Praying songstress ivory.
Was that some kind of concert? It looked so futuristic.
A futuristic memory is kind of a fun oxymoron, don't you think?
What the hell? Why can't I move with WASD? Oh god. There we go.
You have any dreams for the future, kiddo?
Actually, I've always wanted to be a teacher.
My wife? Gosh, I'm flattered, but...
Huh?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Kinda weirded me out there, Papa. I miss Mama, where is she? Hang on, let me take a quick look at the map. Where are we on this map? That's not where we are. Oh, we're over here. Oh, the starting point was over here. Wait, there's a bird here? There was a bird right there? Wait, no. Wait, yeah. Wait, what? Huh? I missed an item back there too? Hang on. At least I'm getting the kilometer thing in. I missed the bird. There was a bird back there? Sometimes these birds, these blackbirds, are a bit tough to spot too. I remember spending a really long time trying to look for fuel. I was having so much trouble I had to look up a guide. There should be a blackbird around somewhere. I don't see... I don't see a blackbird. Was it somewhere at the beginning point here? Maybe somewhere over here? I think, no wait, no, I think, wait, was it supposed to be in this area? No, right? Hang on, what's the map? Where? Oh, yeah, I'm right here. Oh, the items here are starting to pile up, so I guess that's why I haven't seen it, but the blackbird is over there somewhere. Like, around the area where you make the turn at the stairs. I gotta look real carefully here, hang on. Again, they can be a bit hard to spot. Just looking for a little speck. Oh, is that it? Found it. There we go. There we go. Where are those? Where's that, like, bundle of items too? Oh. Oh wait, no, I can take a picture here. What the hell? Nice. I guess you don't see the items just yet. What's the photo look like, I wonder? Can't see a damn thing. And then, let's see. There's also a bird right over there up ahead as well. I don't know if it's before the... I don't know if it's before the barrier or if you can see it after. Or if you're only able to see it after. These doors opening are hella loud. Super loud. Oh, there's two barriers. One at the start of the stairs and one at the top. Okay, we're like really close. Oh, I see it. It's at the other end. There we go. And there's also fickle ones too. Fickle blackbirds. Alright, first barrier. No story in this one, just a simple battle. Fire, eh? Yeah, we're just gonna use Hina for this one. Obviously. Or not Hina, Marie. Even. Oh, I didn't mean to click on. I meant to go click on loadout. Fire, sword. There's our weapon. Maybe lock it. And enhance it too. I have the materials, might as well, right? Cool looking sword. Igor. Light weapon. But I can evolve it. Man, I remember having one of the hidden story conditions being evolve 30 weapons. That one, that's especially when all the weapons I currently had at that time were already evolved. So I had to evolve another batch of 30 weapons. Luckily in the exchange shop I could exchange points for a bunch of weapons that I already had copies of. There we go. And then we also got a level Hina up here too. Oh wait, no, she's already max.
I need to check my messages before the concert starts. Oh, and then we'll need to finish our sound check.
I didn't realize I didn't realize I had 90 of these. Yeah, sure. Make her stronger. Yeah, when it comes to the menu stuff here, it's a bit sluggish. It can be pretty slow. Come on. There we go. Vigor. Vigor. Now we can ascend her more books later on. Even though I have 5 here, but I'm not gonna use them. Just use her weapon, use her original weapon. Yep. This will be a breeze. Another thing about these games too, games that have like a sort of like power level recommended type of thing whenever you go into whenever we do like quests or other activities. A lot of games, especially like gacha games, have this sort of thing.
Clear the way.
Like I just saw just before I went to the loading screen, like the recommended power, or in this case force level for this is 90,000 or something. And in other games like NieR also has that for combat level or combat power. And then in Grand Blue there's power as well. Grand Blue Relink.
Thank you.
Sometimes I just wish that sort of thing shouldn't even be in these games, because a lot of the times it really doesn't matter. It's more like just like kind of like a sort of, it's like the game telling you you'll have an easier time at this sort of power level or combat power or whatever, but you can clear it with something lower than that. It will just either take longer or it will be a lot more difficult. But I'm still in the boat where it's like, I'm still on the side of that should just not be a thing. Because there are people out there, and sometimes even I'm guilty of it too, where people will look at that sort of recommended power level, combat power, or whatever, and be like, I have my power level is way higher. I should be able to clear it, but I can't. That's especially the case with something like NieR. You would have a higher combat power compared to what's recommended, but then you wouldn't be able to clear it. So even though you're above the power, the recommended combat power, you still won't be. There's also a chance that you won't be able to clear it. So it really just, so at the end of the day, it all depends on what your team is and what the setup, what their loadouts are.
Clear the way.
at least with Grand Blue, and I'm not talking about Relink, I'm talking about like the mobile game, Grand Blue Fantasy. At least with that, they don't give you power level recommendation or whatever, not like they do in Relink. They just give you like overall level. Like if you're level 1, if there's a quest where it's recommended for you to be level 100 or something. I feel like that's a better way to gauge just how difficult an activity will be. Because if there's an activity that says, oh, you have to be level 250 for this one or whatever, that way it would tell you if you're around level 250, then you should have a competent enough team to take this on, you know? But yeah, sometimes I just don't like it when games do that sort of thing where this is recommended 10,000 power. You're at 15,000? Go ahead and do it. But there's also a chance that you might fail despite having 5,000 more points in power.
Say, do you ever go home?
Actually, old Papa here can't go home until we fix the sun.
Talk about abusive workplaces.
Where are we on the map? Oh, okay. There's treasure up ahead.
Oh, it's raining.
Well, that's no good. Let's hold up here until it passes.
I didn't know it rained here. What a beautiful view. It feels like we've come such a long way. I always used to hate the rain.
Say, I've got an idea. Scooch over here.
Oh! You're an umbrella.
Now you'll stay nice and dry.
That's handy.
Aren't you cold?
Rain and cold don't mean a dang thing to me, so long as you're cozy.
Thanks.
Guessing we can't go through the door yet? Where are we? There was treasure back there and I missed it. I didn't see the treasure at all. Apparently there's a bird around here too. Okay. Let's see if I can spot it.
In TV shows, guys always lend girls their umbrellas when it starts raining. I used to wish that would happen to me.
And then they'd walk home together under the same umbrella. Just like us.
Not sure this is quite the same.
Maybe this way?
Well, crud. This door's locked up tight.
Okay. Where's the next scarecrow? I didn't see the bird. Oh, whatever.
Here's your second scarecrow. Good luck in there.
Enter story. Yes. See again, it's a power level recommended 90,000. I'm at 5k, but I can, or 50k. I can clear it pretty easily. And it'd be kind of a slap in the face if I couldn't actually clear it. Voice and reason.
This is a country so technologically advanced, it governs itself with an artificial intelligence. Buildings glitter, monitors shine. Every facet of their civilization is a testament to technology. But in one corner of their renowned capital city, a lone girl heaves a heavy sigh. She is the true face behind the singer from the virtual concert. Her life has been locked in a holding pattern since the unfortunate events at her last show. Everywhere she looks, she sees armed guards, security drones, cameras. Her country has been at war for many years now. The smiles of its people are dim and dismal things. Only the artificial lights carry any brilliance now. War, and the changes it has wrought, have stolen both the people's smiles and their happiness.
Now it feels like I'm back in Cyber Sleuth. Virtual world or...
Eventually, the
virtual
girl comes
reality.
across people arguing. Soldiers forcefully pull along a citizen who is protesting the recent military draft.
Cool.
Conflict with other countries has now created fierce disputes within their own borders.
Come on, man. You're a soldier and you got easily pushed down by just a regular citizen? Come on, man. Come on, man. Not what I'd expect from a armed soldier.
Clear the way.
Stop. Yeah, that same too bad.
Take that!
How come why do some of the how come sometimes the characters just like face away from the enemies? It's kind of funny. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
With a gun turned on them, the citizen finally falls in line. It is a sad sight, and the girl finds herself much upset to see such weakness. We are all human, she thinks, yet we cannot stop fighting.
Just how long will this war go on for? It'll be fine. The AI decided on it after all. Are things looking up now that we have the newer AI? I thought it was over when the last capital fell. Oh wait, no, the person that was the AI was...
News of the war plays endlessly on the feeds, driving the
Yurie.
people near to madness with worry.
Isn't Yurie
The girl
AI?
had begun singing in an attempt to restore some small bit of joy to her fellow citizens' lives. But now, all she can think about are the angry screams directed at her during the last show. They haunt her dreams, steal her sleep, and cause her to ask one question again and again. Is there even a point to anything I've done?
Dude, every voice actor, every English voice actor in this, they do such a really good job. The voices really fit, like, the whole atmosphere of the game. Now, I've barely heard anything from the Japanese voice actors, so I can't give my opinion on them. As far as English voice acting goes, these guys are doing really good. They sound good. And it just annoys the hell out of me when people say, oh, English voice acting sucks and shit.
Those buildings nearly touched the clouds. Now that's some first-rate technology.
But no matter how advanced science gets, wars never stop.
Maybe that's just human nature for you.
Damn.
We should be safe from the rain here.
It's really dark, though.
The path splits off here.
The left one should take us where we need to go.
Are you sure about that? Let's see what the map says. Oh, it is the left, yeah. But there's also something at the right. Also go right. There's a bird up ahead, too. Alright, we're going left. But first... Oh, that's done. Alright, let's pause on the main. This is Akehaz. excerpt here. Akaha is one of my favorite characters because she's just so cool. It's always the samurai. It's always the samurai characters. Always the samurai girls. They're just so cool. They're just so badass. I remember one night I was thinking about this game and what other sort of like collabs they possibly could have done in the game. They've had.
I think the last scarecrow in this area is inside this building.
They had a Persona one, they had a Final Fantasy XIV one, and of course they had NieR Replicant and NieR Automata. They also had a Dragon Guard 3 collaboration.
Oh my. Again, what terrible timing these things have. Mama will open this straight away.
I think they also had like a Dragon Quest one? But I never played that one. Well, one game that I think would have been really fitting for a collab.
Can you get through now?
Would have been Signalis or Signalis. The character you get from the collab would be Elster. She uses a gun.
This next memory should restore the weapon.
She'll use a gun for a weapon in the game. And the story in Signalis is just as tragic as the ones here in NieR Reincarnation.
Brave faces now.
So Signalis would have been a really cool collab. Would have been something really fitting. Regret. Home is a place for kin to gather. Kin is a concept created by people for the sake of others. They do not have wills of their own. They are but words, or so they are meant to be. Yet it seems those who never intended to find a home now find themselves amongst kin. Those who have abandoned a sense of individuality to come together under a singular belief and roof have formed a bond more powerful than anything, and are more feared than anything. But she alone is different. She is the only one who stares off into the distance. She gazes beyond the mirrors that encircle the manor. From within the prison that is her home, she looks to a world somewhere beyond. Item shop again, okay. 50 times. Yeah, sure. That's 40. I'll just max out on it. There we go. This one's on inmate. It's pretty far. I don't know if I'll stream this again. Maybe like next week again. But I'm not gonna like hold off on like the story or anything until I stream it next week, because the game is gonna be ending service like next month. But I don't know. I don't think there's still like a number of chapters to go through for me. And I want to get through every chapter before it ends.
Is that a moose?
That is a cursed god. It being in this part of the cage brings
Goodness. Yeah.
wickedness.
That's really cool, though. It's kind of just chilling, so. Challenge the cursed god? No. No, thank you.
Indeed, we cannot lose sight of our original goal. I have heard that some even pray to those cursed gods. How terribly dreadful.
Is it a bad moose?
Oh, yes. It has a grisly face and likes to appear right in front of you.
And that's bad?
Precious.
Color me impressed that you did not flinch in the face of the cursed god.
Were you scared, Carrie?
Yes.
Oh, phew. Theo's lagging a bit behind there. So she keeps getting ported behind Livonia here. Idol of the Holy Mother. She needs the support of her family in her fight with the flowers. This is why she holds her husband and son so dear. Look at all she has. So many memories. Not just photographs, but sketches, letters, even scribbles. She keeps each and every last one. They serve as her proof. Yes, it is natural she remembers her husband in this way. However, it is strange that she keeps mementos of her blah 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 son. You are correct in that. But they say a woman's prayer will pierce the most stalwart of stones. If she believes this is her truth, it will one day become her truth. The mementos are there to help her keep her story straight. They are tools to help her to make her believe she had a son. Tools to help her play the role of mother. So please, be kind to her. Watch over her, especially when it comes time for her to learn the truth and choose her path. Oh, captive, not inmates. I thought it was inmate. Oh, that's all the hidden stories. Wow. Okay. I think I can stop here. I know I didn't do too much of the main story. I was just more focused on doing like the hidden story stuff and a little bit of the event story. And like I said, if I do choose to stream this again next week, I'm most likely going to be further ahead on the main story because I just want to clear through the main story before end of service. I do have enough for another roll here, so let's do this. I want another copy of 10H. Damn. No SSR. Shame. Damn shame. Let's double check the characters here. Is there any characters I need to update on? I have a lot. Every single one of these I work on. I level them up as much as I can to their maximum level, level their skills up as much as I can. Because I like them all. They're really cool. And in FF14, I think I've done 2 different cosplays of characters from this game. The first one I did, well, I don't remember if it was the first one, but one of them I did was supposed to be Noelle here. Not Reborn War Lady, the Frozen Heart one, I think, where it's like she's wearing the white clothed variant of this. So I think wearing all black is too edge. And then my monk class I did Abyssal Monster. I'm thinking for White Mage too, I might do one again, or for White Mage I might just do like just a NieR Automata look, kind of like 10H here maybe. Yeah, I got a lot of different characters here. Any other characters, or is that it? That's it? Okay. And yeah, I mentioned my favorite character in this game. Purely because she's cool, is Akeha here. I know it's really dark because for some reason it just is on this. But yeah, there's a lot of different versions of her. I've collected a lot of them. Which ones am I missing, actually? I'm missing one, which I think is... one of them is Divine Akeha, I think. I think there is a Divine one. Then there's Recollections of Dusk Akeha. And then some other one, which I'm not too sure. Is there a celebratory one, or do I already have that? Oh, I do. I have Fractured, right? Yeah. And here's Zero. One of the main inspirations behind Rose.
I'll kill the intoners, destroy the flower, and finally put an end to this cursed power.
But in any case, that will be it for me for tonight. Let's just go to the main. Or actually, let's just go to Mama's room here. But yeah, that'll be it for me for tonight. So, thank you for watching, thank you for chilling with me, I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care, stay safe, drink plenty of water, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do my weekly Final Fantasy XIV stuff. Gonna finish up with Mount Orocone, get the mount for that, and then back to do it, and then do leveling for White Mage. So, I hope to see you there. I might also end up doing a long stream of it again tomorrow. But the last bit of it, similar as last week's, where I did like 3 of the alliance raids. Maybe this time around, maybe I'll do a few pandemonium raids, just for fun, just out of pure fun. That or the NieR raids for fun. But we'll see, because last week, doing 6 hours of Final Fantasy XIV, which is what I normally don't. I don't normally spend that much time on Final Fantasy XIV, even on like a regular day, even when I'm not streaming. At most, I usually just spend like 2 or 3 hours on Final Fantasy XIV. So doing like 6 hours was a lot. So much so that I got so much so that like I didn't play Final Fantasy XIV after that for a few days. But I don't particularly mind. After all, it is one of my most favorite games to play, so I don't mind spending like at the very most 6 hours. I feel like any more than that I'd probably be hella dead. But that's enough talk. Again, thank you for watching, and again, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.